You want to be out here with us.
All right. Well, hello, Mr. Lewis. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Thanks for asking.
Good. Well, this is LisaK, and I just wanted to do a quick little video here and tell you a little bit about this experience. So you should have probably seen the video of Finley doing wait at the gate. And after Mr. Lewis did that with him, I thought, well, I just wouldn't have believed that if it wasn't for me. It was me, my dog. I know he's never done that before, and it was very surprising. So I said, Lewis, we've got to just kind of talk about this because people have to realize the training that you do is phenomenal. So wait at the gate. Mr. Lewis is here doing a private in-home lesson, and would you like to share a little bit about that with us?
Be glad to. So what happened here was we've prepared Finley to get this right. We had already done lesson 1, so he learned follow the leader, he learned how to pay attention, and so he was ready. So that's why that lesson went so quickly, and literally it took him seconds to get it. And I watched you and you went, I can't believe my dog just did that.
I can't. And the funny thing is we came to the back door to kind of just sit out here and talk about it, and I opened up the door and Finley just stood there, and I was actually going through the door, so I perhaps need the lesson as well myself. Well, anyhow, so let's talk a little bit about rescue dog, because you made a comment to me too, and this made me think, wow, well, I have 2 rescue dogs, and I know people go through a lot of transitions and stuff when they're deciding to adopt a dog or whatever, and concerns of, hey, is this dog going to listen? Are they going to have all these extra issues and whatnot? And your comment to me was, the dog is just like a lesson or 2 away.
Imagine your dog learning how to walk on a leash, and he quits pulling you around, and then he learns how to quit jumping on you, and he learns to follow the leader. That happens in the first class. You've seen it happen.
I have.
And you've probably seen it happen with my clients a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is a process. And so it's our fears that, gosh, this dog's going to be so much tougher. He's older. He's got history. And yeah, I agree, he's got history. But you know what we're going to do with that history? We're going to leave it in the past. That's his old history. You're his new parents. And we're going to help him from where he's at right now. And we're going to go forward.
Excellent. Well, I love the changes I've seen in Finley. He's great. He was actually better than our other dog on walking to begin with. But he's pretty phenomenal. And earlier, he had taken him out, and someone came by with their dogs, and you could tell he wanted to go check out those other dogs, but you put him on task and said, nope, we're going to go back to work, and he did. He paid attention to you. He did what you needed him to do.
So, Lisa, I really think this stuff, and this might sound silly, but I think this stuff is a lot like dance class. When we learn how to lead, and they learn how to follow, well, now there's a clear picture of what's supposed to take place. And I am never going to be the follower. I lead this dance.
Mm-hmm.
And so whether it's a lady that I'm helping or the man, I'm going to teach you the lead part in this dance.
Okay.
And the dog learns how to follow. They go, okay, what you want me to do? You're
Mm-hmm.
going that way, I'm going that way too.
Right.
And the attitude gets right.
Yeah, and so that's part of the reason for doing the videos is that, you know, my husband's not here to see this, so now we can actually show him, hey, this is what we did. And over time, it becomes more and more clear to me. You can see the dog making the decisions, thinking about things, and I didn't notice that in the beginning, and I heard you say it a lot of times. I'm like, I just don't see it. I'm starting to see it now, and so getting the chance to watch the videos is very helpful. So
I'm glad you brought up that point about the decision,
mm-hmm.
because until we have helped your dog learn how to make those decisions, then all we can do is hold him and restrain him and drag him around and keep tension on the leash. But when we help him discover the right answer and he learns how we have empowered him to make the right decisions, now we've done something for you. He changed.
Yes, and I've seen that probably a good 6 or 7 times coming out to Camp Wonderdog is people with the dogs with the harnesses, the pulling, and the dogs just pulling them. And within 20, 30 minutes of just being out there, they're like, my dog's not doing that anymore.
Seems hard to believe. 20,
It does.
30 minutes, really?
Probably less. That's with the setup and talking and everything else. But really, if we just handed the dog over to you, probably within 5 minutes. It's pretty impressive. So tell me, what can I expect to see in the next lesson?
All right, so here's the next lesson. Really is a very important lesson, because as you watch these earlier videos, Finley has learned how to start walking right beside us. He's learning heel. We've been turning 90 degrees away from him and 180 degrees away from him. Now we're going to introduce the left turn. He's walking on the left, and I'm going to show you the footsteps. There's some dance steps to teach this left turn so that he can lead what we thought. He can follow our lead.
Sure.
And we're going to make it so clear, he goes, I'll do that. And once we can turn left and turn right, and speed up and slow down, and speed back up, and do 90-degree lefts and 180-degree lefts and 360s, I can turn any direction you can think of. And he goes, I'll follow that. Now we've trained heel.
Excellent. Well, very good. Thank you so much.
Louis Brentnell with Wonderdog. Helping people help their dogs is what we do. If you need some help, please feel free to give us a call, 706-541-9600.
Yay. I'll have to put that edit.